Here is another crazy story about another wife who wants an open marriage. Man, these alternative relationships are becoming more and more common. Crazy. Don't know if you have heard of this one before. Jealous wife demanded an open marriage. Cheated with her ex, stalked me when I found someone, lied to our daughter, and now wants to close our marriage. Uh-oh. I have a feeling this may not turn out the way she wants. I, 39 male, and my wife, 37 female, have been married for 15 years. We have 2 children, a 14-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy. About 2 years ago, my wife came to me asking for an open marriage. She said she was bored with just us and wanted to experience more. I was very against this, as I am a strong believer that marriage is between 2 people, and that's the way it should be. At the same time, when we got married, I had 5 sexual partners, and my wife had only been with me. She made it clear that either we opened things up or she was prepared to file for divorce. If she said this to me, I would have accepted her request without a second thought. Neither of us wanted that, so I agreed under certain conditions. Nobody brought back to the house. We don't talk about our partners. The kids don't know. Family doesn't know. All partners are tested ahead of time. Nobody that we both know, etc. I had a strong suspicion that my wife had someone in mind, and this was confirmed when, 24 hours after we agreed, she went out and didn't return home until 4 a.m. Wow, she basically got what she wanted, and she didn't waste any time. It was difficult for me to accept, and I was really not okay with it, but I wanted to save my marriage. See, this burns me up. There are too many women on the planet to put up with a woman who wants to sleep with other men. Basically, you are not enough. Last June, I met Stacy. Our daughters are in the marching band together. Stacy is divorced and has no interest in getting married again. Like everyone else in the world, she does have needs. So, 5 months after opening up our marriage, I began sleeping with Stacy. At first, it felt like cheating, but honestly, it's nice to have something no strings attached, where neither of us wants it to proceed forward. Over time, I became comfortable with the idea that my wife and I would be able to get our needs met both inside and outside of our marriage. True, initially, but I can guarantee you, these alternative relationships don't last long. It actually made our sex life a lot more passionate, and we were much happier. My wife and her side guy, who I never met, stopped seeing each other in April amid coronavirus. From what I gather, while he's in an open marriage, his wife is not aware, and it was too hard to get away. In July, we helped organize a Zoom concert for the band kids, which turned out great. That's when my wife met Stacy for the first time. Well, I guess Stacy has been open with a few of the moms because it got back to my wife that Stacy was my outside partner. My wife informed me that, as we both know Stacy, I needed to end things with her. I refused, citing the fact that neither of us knew her ahead of time, and the meeting did not violate the rules we established. Throughout the past month, she has numerous times told me that she's uncomfortable with me continuing to sleep with Stacy and that I need to conclude the arrangement. Uh-oh, she has some competition, and now she wants to close the marriage. Note that she was fine for a year while she was with her partner. Exactly. This weekend, she came to me and stated that she'd like to close our marriage again. I told her I was open to that as long as we agreed that it would remain closed moving forward. She agreed that's what she wants as well, that she doesn't need to have any more partners, and that she's happy with just me. Huh? But wait, she told him she wasn't satisfied with just him. Yeah, Stacy is a threat. That's why she wants to close the marriage. I told her that we could agree to close the marriage on 2 conditions. The first one I laid out above. Second, I wanted her to sign a document waiving spousal support in the event of divorce. Whoa, smart man and a smart move. She flipped out. Yeah, like we all knew she would. She categorically refused to even consider that. My wife is a stay-at-home mom and has not worked since we got married. She said that I could keep seeing Stacy and leave her with nothing if she signed that. I told her that I'd be willing to include a list of mutually agreed upon situations, including infidelity on my part, where the agreement would be void. She says it's not open for discussion, that she's not going to continue to be cheated on and left with nothing when I decide to leave her for Stacy. I pointed out that this whole thing was her idea and that I only went along with it to preserve our marriage. She says that if we don't close the marriage up, then it might as well be over. I told her that I'm not going to tolerate being threatened with divorce every time she doesn't get her way. Okay, sounds like this man isn't going to lay down if she doesn't get her way. Man may have a backbone. She says I'm being dramatic and that I need to focus on us. Should I agree without stipulations? I know there's no future with Stacy, as we've both agreed it's purely physical. And even though I know I'm standing my ground, I feel like I'm blowing up my marriage over a dead end. No, you didn't mess up your marriage. Your wife did by wanting an open relationship. She caused it. At the same time, I don't believe it's about Stacy at all. Update 1. So, based on what some of you have said, this morning I called Stacy up, reminded her that we were supposed to keep things discreet, and asked who she shared the details of our liaison with. She denied telling anyone, and I didn't get the feeling she was lying. I pulled up my wife's Google timeline history and discovered that she tracked me to Stacy's house in June. She followed me and then deliberately introduced herself to Stacy to create conflict. Here, I was thinking she actually wanted to get involved with band parents, but no, she just wanted to try to end things with my outside partner. I don't even know what to do at this point. What do you think, guys? Should he have filed for divorce right away? I think he should have. Here are some comments. Here's what one guy said. I suspect your wife flipped because she has no intention of staying with you long term. Here's what OP said. That's exactly what I thought. Believe me, my intention is not to screw her financially. She's coming from the angle that she's so sure about us now and ready to close things up. No, she had some competition from Stacy and probably saw that her husband can get women just as she could get men. Well, what about a year from now or 2 years from now when she decides she wants someone else and wants to open things up again? I'm not going to be blackmailed with divorce every time she wants it both ways. Here's another guy. Your marriage is already over. Good luck. Here's what OP said. I'm coming to that realization. I hate it, but she is not the same person I married. Well, he should have ended the marriage the minute she asked for an open marriage. Too many men try to accommodate their wives only for the inevitable to happen. I know divorce is tough, but come on, there are just too many women on the planet. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.